Hello, this is Rick Money with the Batwoman Season 2, Episode 3 review. And this is where I'm going to tell you that there are spoilers here. So if you haven't seen the episode yet, please proceed at your own risk. So we open up with a hit person who is in town. His name, Victor Zsasz. We get to see him do a doozy of a double murder. I felt bad for the female in the bathtub getting clobbered by an expensive bottle of bubbly in the bubbles. But not before Victor breaks her boyfriend's neck and dumps him in the tub. Talk about making a splash. Now, Victor Zsasz is a very familiar face in the Bat world. He made his debut in 1992's Shadow of the Bat #1. The homicidal maniac with a deadpan sense of humor will leave you for dead even if he kills you with a pan. Even if you laugh at his quips, then he will record your death with a razor mark on his body or his head. This sadomasochist made his live action debut in Batman Begins, played by Tim Booth. He was played by Anthony Corrigan in Gotham, and he was played by Chris Messina in the Birds of Prey movie. Now he's being played by Alex Marth. Now, Mr. Marth has been in the Bat and in the comic world before. He was on Gotham's final season as a gang leader. He was playing the gang leader Sykes. And he was on the first season of Daredevil as John Healy. His fight scenes with Batwoman should be very good and look authentic because he was a collegiate wrestler with St. Olaf, and our Batwoman, Javicia Leslie, is trained in Muay Thai and in the use of weapons. Now we get to see Miss Leslie's Batwoman beat up a bad guy before rushing off to see her parole officer. She needs a new job, or else. Good old Mary provides her with that job at her club, which also serves as a cover for Batwoman, because Batwoman, aka Ryan Walder, who's played by Javicia Leslie, is gonna need a cover. She's got to be able to say she was somewhere, so she's gonna be having a cover for her parole officer and for her secret identity. Meanwhile, over in Koreana, Alice and Sophia chat about Queen Safiya, and Alice has set this abduction up to kill the queen, and she's trying to kill the queen for killing Kate. But Safiya reveals she did not kill Kate at all. She pulls out the big shock of the night to everyone, including the TV audience. She pulls out Kate's necklace and says Kate is alive. That's right, Kate is alive according to Safiya. Now, the conditions to keep Alice alive and to be able to see Kate again, well, the conditions are Alice has to do Safiya's bidding in Gotham, and Sophie can't arrest Alice. Alice reveals when they get to Gotham that Safiya may be crushing on Sophie. Now, Rick Money has some questions. Number one, did Safiya and Alice have only a student-teacher relationship, or was there a little bump and grind? Well, so were Safiya and Alice doing a little bumping and grinding? Number two, does Safiya really have Kate, or is she just running game on Alice and Sophie? Number three, can you blame Safiya or anyone for crushing on Sophie? I'm just saying. Oh, in the comics, Safiya, who is being played by Shivani Guy, did have an intense love affair with Kate. She made her first appearance in Batwoman Rebirth #1. Safiya has Alice and Sophie return to the gutters of Gotham, and it looks like they will have to live and let live. Ryan meets with Victor trying to find out who has contracted him, but Victor will not kiss and tell. But he does dish that after Ryan broke the heart of her last girlfriend, that he loves lesbian drama. Victor meets up with Ryan later, but this time she's Batwoman. Zsasz notes that this Cape Crusader does look quite uncomfortable wearing the cowl. What wonderful advice to give Ryan before he tries to blast her into oblivion with a rocket launcher. Ryan, being one to listen to sage words, tells Luke they need to change this costume up. Of course, Luke does protest, but he does give in eventually. So when Victor goes to murder Mary, he encounters the new look Batwoman with the new bat wig. Oh, Ryan got that royal cis synthetic hair wig, natural style, pre-tweezed with red highlights. And by the way, I found that out by looking it up on essence.com. Anyhow, she repaid Zsasz's generosity on giving good advice with a defeat after a rousing battle. I'm looking forward to next week, but before I leave, I had the same burning question Ryan had. Why is it that billionaire Mary is only paying Ryan $12.50 to work in the club? Come on, Mary, let's not be cheap. Also, I failed to talk about the False Face Society that was mentioned earlier in the episode. Perhaps I was a bit frightened. Anyhow, the False Face Society is a criminal organization consisting of mostly mass villains, including the very dangerous and the very psychotic and the very mean Black Mask and his hit person, who we've already been introduced to, Victor Zsasz, and even the Joker. Of course, when I think of the False Face Society, I go all the way back to False Face from the Batman 1966 series, played by Malachi Thorne. We will have to see if Black Mask is going to turn up in some later episodes. But until then, this is Rick Money signing off, and I just want to say, peace.